Well, I think I need a beer first of the night.
First one of the night, yeah. I need to mix a drink. What about you? You have a smash cast?
No.
They're right there. I can see them.
They're calling.
Not on the meds I'm on right now.
Smash one.
Not on the meds I'm on right now.
Smash one and smash the wife.
Yeah. I mean, if you got a sore back, maybe she can be on top.
Okay.
Just tell her no pegging this time.
No, I'm still sore. So Hendrix had a good one. Weird Michigan laws.
Right, start it up.
Oh yeah, SmashCastBros. Keep it local, keep it cash. Tell the feds to kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
I'm Moo.
I'm Trigger.
Now you can go.
I'm gonna Google weird Michigan laws because I didn't have any written down. Sorry.
All right, while you do that.
Weird. Yeah.
All right, would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out at night? Day walker or night walker?
Wow.
No crossover.
But you have to pick one. I'm an outside. I don't like hunt and fish and all that shit. I'm not outdoorsy, but I'm an outside guy. I like to take lunch outside. I wanted to sit outside last night, but no, she didn't want to do that. She wanted to be inside doing stuff.
Okay. Do you want to be able to go out during the day or only at night?
That's a tough one, dude.
It is because I like.
I want to be
get
able
my
to go
shit
out
done
during the day.
daylight.
Well, hold on. With our schedule, especially in the wintertime, we can go to work at night, be at work during the day, and go home at night. And only work 6 hours.
I want to be outside
This state sucks.
during the day. I like my sunlight.
Trig?
Put my headphones in, ride around a lawnmower, whatever.
I think I would go daytime.
Yeah.
I would go daytime too, even though being fat, I kind of like the coolness of the night.
I think the extra young generation, like 16, 17, 18-year-olds, would probably have a harder time making that decision. Because I think they want to be partying all night. I did.
Yeah, but you got to.
I wanted to. I never actually partied.
You were that age 50 years ago.
I've never actually partied, so I don't know. Weird Michigan laws. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Cars cannot be sold on Sunday. To anything. Cars cannot be sold on Sunday.
You mean dealerships like freaking that one shithole over to freaking Grand Ledge doesn't sell cars on Sunday?
That Sundance?
Yeah.
In Michigan, it's against the law to sell cars on Sunday. In South Haven, it's against the law to fling an abandoned hoop skirt onto the street or sidewalk. Cars cannot be sold on Sunday, but you can buy booze at most places before noon, so that's a win.
I thought you couldn't buy it before noon on Sunday.
That's in dry. No, that's...
No. Statewide,
certain
the law,
counties.
statewide, in Michigan, the no alcohol sales hours are between 2 a.m. and 7 a.m. So you can walk into Myers at 7:01, buy a Dirty 30 right out of the beer cave, and take it home, and that's fine. But if for some reason you had time in the morning to go do some grocery shopping first thing in the morning before you go to work, you cannot buy it before 7 a.m., even though it's not for consumption that day.
It just says... Okay, here's a list of 10 from Zedia Media. Number 1, people may not be drunk on trains. That's a toughie.
Technically, you can't be drunk on planes either, or
Can you be
automobiles.
drunk doing the train? On somebody?
Everybody's due.
Brand dance now.
Oh, my
Well-
back hurts.
I guess technically you cannot be drunk on planes, trains, or automobiles.
Okay.
Well,
Here's the most popular one that I've everybody on their list of weird Michigan things. The one where a woman can't cut her hair without her husband's permission. I turned your fan off because I was saving battery. Okay, cars cannot be sold on Sunday. There's a 10-cent bounty for each rat's head brought into a town's office. Hey, I'll take my buck now. Walk in there with 10 bleeding fucking heads. That would be awesome. They
That
were like,
would
what
be.
the fuck?
Well, dump it on the mayor's desk.
There's some weird ones, and I guess it really goes to the title, Weird Michigan Laws. In Detroit, it is illegal for a man to scowl at his wife on Sunday. Who wrote that shit?
Actually, it's kind of weird because one of the suburbs of Detroit, it's normal for a husband to scowl at his wife. It's Dearborn.
That's not wrong. In Harper Woods, it's illegal to paint sparrows and sell them as parakeets. Where the hell is Harper Woods? Never mind, I don't want to know.
Well,
Alright.
we don't know it by name, which means it's some BFE town.
I would assume it's some suburb of Detroit.
Harper Woods is 115 miles from here. It is just outside of Grosse Pointe Woods, just north of Grosse Pointe, Detroit.
Yeah, it's illegal to paint
So
sparrows and sell them as parakeets.
So go to Grosse Pointe, then you can do it and sell them.
Right. In Kalamazoo, which we all know, it is illegal to serenade your girlfriend.
Well, that's why you got Three Dog Night.
Somebody got cheated on and fucking made a law about it.
That's why you got Three Dog Night and let them serenade her.
Yeah. In Rochester, in Rochester, all bathing suits must have been inspected by the chief of police. I think he wrote that one himself.
Come here, little girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. In Wayland, anyone... Oh, this is a good one because we're pretty close to Wayland. In Wayland, this is number 9, anyone can keep their cow on Main Street downtown for a fee of 3 cents a day.
Oh, shit.
Might be a
I'll
place
wrangle,
for you-
I'll
for
wrangle
you
the
to-
cousins.
Y'all can go down there and pick up chicks. In the Sioux, smoking while in bed is illegal. Not bad. Not
Well,
bad.
I'm sure that was from the days before cigarettes were designed to extinguish before they could set
Fire-safe
fire to a bed.
cigarettes, FSC cigarettes.
This one might actually pique a little questioning. Adultery is a felony in Michigan. In most cases, Michigan's unusual laws are simply old laws that were never removed from the books and rarely, if ever, blah, blah, blah.
Enforced.
Adultery is illegal. So if a woman cheats on her husband, she does time?
Not in these courts.
Law section 750.30. Any person who commits adultery without the wife's or husband's permission shall be guilty of... Now I gotta read it.
Is it misdemeanor fine only?
I don't know. Seducing and corrupting an unmarried girl is illegal in Michigan.
Well, Ty, you're fucked.
Adultery is illegal. Per Michigan law, section 750.30, any person who commits adultery without the wife's or husband's permission shall be guilty of a felony. If the crime is committed between a married woman and a man who is unmarried, the man shall also be guilty of adultery and liable to the same punishment. Michigan law 750.31, no prosecution or lawsuit for adultery shall be commenced unless a complaint is formally filed by the husband or wife, and no such prosecution shall be commenced after 1 year from the time of committing the offense.
Hold on. It says if she does it, if the partner does it without permission of the other partner. So if the partner gives consent for the person to step out of the relationship, it's not really adultery anymore. It's an open relationship. It's that newfangled thing millennials are doing that's fucking disgusting.
Destroying a vintage radio is illegal. Now, what
Define
what
vintage.
warrants a vintage title for a radio?
I don't know. Maybe 25 years old? Look like
Well-
that would be a 1999 radio right now.
That fucking hurts a little.
I'd rather you didn't say it that way.
Yeah, that fucking sucks when you say it like that.
Did I
saying.
tell you I was at a place, I think it was this week, where he was talking about the last century, and he said it as not like the 1900s, and referred to it as the last century. And I'm like, dude, I'd rather you didn't say it that way. I get it. It's correct. But I don't want to hear it that way.
That's like getting carded. You only looked at it for a second. Well, yeah, I seen the 19. Yeah. Willfully destroying your old radio is prohibited. Okay, next. Dumbest laws in Michigan. This ought to be fucking hilarious. There are some new laws that have been or will soon be in effect in Michigan, but it turns out we still have some really dumb ones on the books. Legal to kill a dog using a decompression chamber. That is a weird one. The last Sunday in June of every year was named Log Cabin Day. I don't know what that means. Anyway.
Dumb laws.
What are Michigan's weird laws? There's a bunch of them. I mean, it's illegal to cut your hair, so the fine. What do you think the fine is for a woman if she cuts her hair without her old man's permission?
$50.
It's illegal to cut your hair if you're not a licensed barber. Seducing. Okay, this was. I'm sorry. I just seen the number and assumed it was a fine. It is a fine. Seducing an unmarried woman is a felony that can land you 5 years in prison or $2,500 fine in Harper Woods. It's illegal to have more than 3 cats or dogs in any combination.
In Harper
I'd be
Woods,
fucked.
or in
You're on the
Michigan?
edge. He's more than 3 dogs.
Harper Woods sucks to live in.
No, I mean, was that dog cat rule for Harper, or is that for all
It's
of
something else.
Michigan?
In Harper Woods, it's illegal to have more than 3 cats or dogs in any combination, but the seducing of unmarried women is a felony in the state for $2,500. Oh, which state has the weirdest law? Holy shit. In Alabama, wearing a fake mustache in church that causes laughter is illegal. That is a weird fucking law. That in Georgia,
Okay, hold on. How bad of an issue was fake mustaches in church?
Must have been significant for them to pass a law about it.
Or it was some Karen lawmaker and it happened one time and they're like, I'm going to make sure Bob doesn't do this again.
Well, let me tell you about Merkins. That's an outside joke. In Georgia, tying a giraffe to a telephone pole or street lamp is illegal. In Vermont, it is illegal to paint a horse. There's just some fucking weird ones, man. What are the blue laws in Michigan?
Well, the sad part is all those dumb laws are on the books because somebody did the
Yup.
thing.
Yeah, or it became a problem somehow or another. Yeah, you're right. What is the yellow light law in Michigan? Michigan law requires drivers to stop before a crosswalk at intersections with steady yellow lights. If the intersection isn't safe to make a sudden stop, drivers can proceed cautiously. That was dumb.
So basic traffic law.
Yeah. There's 100 fucking websites here that are just, some of them are going over the same shit.
Would you rather be able to drink anything but have a 50% chance of choking each time? Or only be able to drink water but only have a 1% chance of choking?
First one.
Drink whatever you want, but there's a 50% chance you're going to choke on it.
Yep.
I'm going to give at least one more for the.
Oh, I was filling in dead air.
Okay. A license to carry a concealed handgun may be obtained by anyone blank years or older as long as they have not been convicted of a felony. Do you know what that age is?
21.
Concealed carry license?
A license to carry a concealed handgun may be obtained by anyone blank years or older.
I think it's actually 16 or 18.
You can't purchase a handgun when you're 16.
You can be gifted when you're 18.
I don't know how true this is because it seems a little far-fetched. 12.
You can be gifted a handgun.
That seems a little far-fetched. A license to carry a concealed handgun may be obtained by anyone 12 years or older as long as they have not been convicted of a felony.
Okay.
I don't feel good about it. I know how I feel about it. I don't feel good about it. It's against the law. Yeah, okay. In Niles, you must get out of your own automobile on the sidewalk side of the vehicle. So if you park on a
parallel park, you got to shuffle.
Out.
Well, hold on.
How the fuck you can do that in a trucks like mine?
Even if you park diagonally, you still got to shuffle out to the side, close to the sidewalk.
Yeah, you would think, yeah.
Can you imagine my fat ass doing that in the Camaro? With that center console in the way?
Even your freaking Jetta.
Oh, yeah?
Climbing over. I mean, I guess you'd sit on the shifter, but...
Weird. It is illegal to tie an alligator to a fire hydrant in Detroit. Apparently that was a fucking problem. Like we were talking earlier, somebody did it to make it a fucking law. They didn't just come up with this stuff. It's illegal to smoke in bed. Unless they have a ring in their nose, pigs cannot wander about freely in Detroit. But you put a ring in their nose and let them free.
That explains a lot of these pro-Palestine protests.
Yeah. It's a good one. That's a good one. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Sorry.
Air 5. If a robber is hurt on your property, he or she can file a claim. We talked about that.
Yep.
Adultery is against the law. Using a by 1 a.m., all putt-putt golf courses must be closed in Detroit.
Well, that's for public safety.
Repealed weird Michigan laws. There's 2 of them. I don't know what they are yet. I'm learning with you. In each village, township, or city in the state, there's a 3-cent reward for each starling and 10-cent compensation for each cow killed. It is illegal to swear in front of women and children. That's a costing. And it's still illegal, I think, isn't it?
I think so.
Maybe they just changed the law a little.
Well, I mean, it'd be difficult to enforce that when the cops show up and the woman's spouting off at the mouth all sorts of expletives in front of her kids.
I thought that said on here, but it says Scott Solanapa. What the hell? That. All right. Next. I'm over it. What else you got?
Let's see what else this thing generates. God, these things are boring. A lot of fucking weird ones. Well, there was one about only eat fruits or only eat vegetables, but that doesn't apply to Ty, so I had to skip that one. Would you rather have all your shirts be 2 sizes too big or all your pants 2 sizes too small?
Shirts 2 sizes too big.
Me too. Or me also.
I think that's yeah.
Well, 2 sizes too small. You're on the way to that.
That's why I took out the tag on these ones. I'm like, I don't know how they fit. I'm sucking their in over here.
Oh, yeah. Well,
let's bounce back and forth. So it's my turn. If you can only listen to 3 bands the rest of your life, who are you choosing? 3 top bands in your minds.
Meatloaf, Bonnie Tyler. Oh, dude.
Really?
I love Bonnie Tyler. She's got a lot of great music out.
Okay.
And, fucking Def Leppard. I like a lot of their stuff, too.
Wow. I didn't see any of those 3 coming from you.
You know I jam out to Meatloaf.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I got the same hair as Bonnie Tyler.
A lot less on it.
And Def Leppard has had a lot of great music over the
You were
years, too.
borderline skullet, bro.
Wait till my driver's license photo this year.
Dude, you fucking borderline skullet. It's gonna be you're gonna look like Dr. Phil with a fucking mullet.
Anyways, you guys?
Queen, AC/DC, and Bon Jovi.
Mine's Black Stone Cherry, Rolling Stones, and yeah, probably AC/DC.
Fucking Akadaka. The way the Aussies say it, Akadaka. Would you rather be stranded on a deserted island alone or be stranded on a deserted island with someone you hate. So there's someone there, but you fucking hate their guts. Do you want to be alone on a deserted island, or be with someone you can't fucking stand?
Let's paint a little.
Do I get to choose?
I need some details.
Yeah.
Because is it a deserted island, but all the food I could eat is there, or do I have to fend for myself and find my food?
Fend for yourself.
Okay, then I would be stranded on there with somebody I hate because I can always kill them, smoke their freaking body to preserve it, and
how hungry are you that you're this open to cannibalism now?
Because I'm fat, I like to eat, buddy.
I know what he's going to do. He's going to slice them up in thin things like this.
Are you going to choose Peter Griffin that you used to work with for all the bacon you could make out of him?
No.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2020, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't build a bunker. 2021, Zuckerberg doesn't build a bunker. 2022, he doesn't build a bunker. 2023, Zuckerberg decides to build a massive survival bunker along with many other elites to be prepared for 2024. That being said, go buy guns and ammo. What do you think of that? What do you think? Why all of a sudden all these elites are building massive bunkers? And it's not a secret. Bezos, Zuckerberg, I think even Elon's building one.
Because I know what's
who's the Microsoft guy? Bill Gates.
They know what's going to happen. They know that we're heading for a
zombie apocalypse,
a revolution, civil
societal
war,
and they're to blame. They know they're to blame, so they're going to fucking duck out.
Societal civil war. The U.S. is heading for a civil war all on its own.
Sorry, I was trying to keep this fun.
Anyways,
lost track. Go ahead.
Would you rather drink sewer water or eat food from the sewer? Speaking of sewer food.
Yeah, that is too, man. I'm going to get Amy's questions out. I'm going to bounce back and forth.
Would you rather drink water out of the sewer? We're going to say sanitary sewer.
Sanitary sewer?
Okay, fine. We'll make it drain water sewer.
No. I don't like either one of them.
Would you rather drink the water from drain water sewer or eat food from the sewer?
That's a toughie.
Congratulations, you died of dysentery.
I mean, no matter what you choose.
I'd say drink it.
I'm with you on drinking it, I think. But you had to choose one?
Yeah.
Dude, I might just start a pistol at that point. Good God.
Say,
Fuck, man.
high speed lead freaking tasting.
Cord this hole punch your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's
Paint the garage in the style of Kurt Cobain. Sorry.
Hey, we know one thing about Kurt Cobain.
Sorry.
a good shot, yeah. What's the one thing you cannot live without?
Mountain Dew.
I believe you. And that
figured you would.
sucks.
Caffeine.
Did you need one? Because you haven't had one since you got here.
I had a monster.
Caffeine.
Caffeine? Mine's pussy.
Alan's been here before. Ask him how it was when I was trying to quit caffeine.
Oh, I remember. He told me. And Bruce.
Turns out I get a little grumpy if I don't have caffeine.
Oh, I get a little grumpy if I don't have caffeine or nicotine.
I can imagine. You need to stop.
For
Maybe
your
not
health.
stop, but slow way the fuck down. Okay, your turn.
Oh, go ahead.
Me? What do you want your final words to be? Hold my beer and watch this.
I told you it would work.
No, my famous last words will be from a Christmas movie.
Fuck.
No,
Fudge.
yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Oh, that's a great Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm. What's your final words going to be?
I wonder if my toe will hit this trigger. Would you rather only eat burnt food or always bite your tongue when you eat?
Burnt food.
Burnt food.
I like burnt food.
Motherfucker, you always eat burnt food because that's all there
That's
is
a
around
softball
here.
for me, right?
I have not seen him eat a burnt ham sandwich yet.
I would, dude. Oh yeah, the singed ends. Oh,
Ugh.
can you believe? I have a hard time believing she lets me leave the oven on that long. How do you think the world?
Pays off with not running the AC.
Maybe she likes that terrarium.
Yeah.
She's got a fucking fish tank she ain't doing nothing with right now. How do you think the world will change in 10 years or 100?
And or we got to answer both.
Both.
Cost of living is going to go way up in 10 years, and it's going to be astronomically stupid in 100 years. Or in 100 years, it's going to be back to the 1800s freaking civilization to where no electronics, no power, no nothing. It's going to be back to campfires, smoking meat in a freaking smokehouse, and freaking old days, horse and buggy and all that shit in 100 years. 10 years, it's going to be a $200,000 house, $1.5 million, and there's going to be 27 different families living in that freaking house just to afford the $12,000 a month house payment on 25 families working minimum wage, which minimum wage will be $9 an hour at that point.
10 years, 100 years. How do you think the world will change in 10 years and 100 years?
10 years will probably be a lot different than now with the middle generation, my generation, going hardcore fucking communist.
Oh.
And they're going to clash with Gen Alpha, who's coming up hardcore conservative. And it's
Because of their parents, my age.
Gen Alpha, yeah, it's your age.
I think they're
My
all
kids
gonna-
will be alpha. Your kids will be alpha, right?
I think they're all going to clash with freaking Gen Z.
Yeah. And millennials. Half of my generation
Millennials
is
are gonna...
a bunch of commie lovers.
I pulled a skid off of the trailer myself one day. It was probably 50, 60 pounds, whatever. Got it on the ground. Dragged it into this guy's shop, and he goes, all right, I'll come out there. I'm like, no, it's already in your warehouse. He goes, you got it off yourself? And I'm like, well, I'm not a millennial. And this old man goes, oh, thank God. He gives me a fist bump, and this guy pops up out of his fucking cubicle, and I'm like, whoops.
I mean, I had a 60-pound box today. I just picked it up off the back and carried it in. And it's like, dude, it's going to take too long to get a high-low around. It's 60 pounds. That's a buffet plate for me.
The first one.
Would you rather only be able to swim in pools with hot water or only be able to swim in pools with very cold water?
Hot water.
Hot water.
I mean, we do that anyways.
Yeah, you're right, man. She always got the. She probably got the heater on right now. Okay, if you had the option to, I can't read her handwriting. If you had
Sound
the
out the
option
big
to
words.
know the date and circumstance of your death, would you? If you had the opportunity to know the date and circumstance of your
No.
death, would you?
No.
No.
Dude, you
I
spend
think
your
I would.
You spend your entire life fretting about it, hoping, oh, maybe I can change it.
No.
No, I'm torn on that one.
Well,
I would, so I could live my life up till that point.
you can
To
get
the
your
fullest.
Yes.
you can get your affairs in order beforehand, so your kids don't have to mess around with it, and you can spend
Right.
every last penny you have
On hookers
leading
and blow.
up to it. Yeah,
But then
So,
on the
so,
other
so to
hand,
speak.
is
uh,
at the last-
allegedly.
At the last minute, if you knew what
Like
it
and
was,
subscribe.
if you knew what it
Send
was,
us some blow. We can find the hookers.
let's say in 2079, I'm going to keel over from a heart attack. Okay, that means I'm going to live to be 100. So,
Did you say 1979 you'd live to be 100?
2079. So that means December, around Christmas time of 2078, I would go out and commit a murder. By that time, I mean, unless they say that I die in prison, By that time, I'm changing my death because if they say I'm going to die in prison, so that means I'm going to get less than a year for murder?
No.
They're going to let me out?
If you're going to do that, why don't you rent a U-Haul and go down in the history books?
Could do that too.
We've seen you smoke. We've seen you drink trash. You are not living to 100.
No shit.
You are not.
But I had to be optimistic, buddy.
Got to make the numbers easy for the mechanic.
Yes. Gotta make it for our. Gotta make it
Technician.
Long-term listeners to comprehend.
Dude, the fucking bacon intake alone, you're lucky to make it tomorrow.
Shut up.
Fuck, dude. You might want to let Natalia drive tomorrow.
Dude, you ain't got no room to talk with you and your Canadian bacon.
All right. Would you rather never see an animal ever again or have a 70% chance of getting attacked by any animal you see?
Never seen an animal again.
Not even your dogs?
70%? No, I'm the never seen an animal again.
I'm good with not seeing an animal. I don't give two shits.
Well, with my two waking me up at fucking 4 a.m. every goddamn morning.
You're ready to put them down.
I'm on that same fucking
But
boat.
with that being said, there's a couple of things I got to take into consideration. If I never see an animal again,
You never look in the mirror.
Is it just because there's no cows around me at that point? Because I do like good steak and good bacon from pigs.
Well, it said never
Where
see
you
it
live?
They're no
again.
longer available.
Where you live, how do you feel about chicken?
Well, he never sees the chickens.
Oh, they're buried in the
No,
ground
I can
now.
smell them.
There's like 6 million of them over there.
But on that note, there's 10 living in my garage.
Chickens?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Intentionally?
Yep. 2 letters. No. 1 number, 1 letter.
5-0?
4H.
Oh.
Ah. For who?
The daughter.
Which one?
The
Really?
one. Not the stabby one.
Well, then we need to introduce her to the fucking chicken farmer across the street. And, oh, dude.
They
ask Tina about that one.
They can talk about fashion tips while they're at it.
Yeah.
So, I went to a place the other day, and I pulled into their driveway, and I saw 3 or 4 great big brand name air handler AC units. And it's not that big of a building. I'm like, I bet that's a grow operation going in. And I went out back, and I backed into the dock of the building I needed. And there's 3 or 4 more big, heavy air handlers out back. So I went in, talked to the guy. I was like, oh, looks like you got a grow operation going in next door. And he's like, yes.
I could tell by the 12 fucking stoners standing out back.
No, it's still under construction. But for some reason, you can always tell the grow operations by the giant air handlers and how many they have. The buildings are always a standard, nondescript gray color. Cameras everywhere. Access control on every single door. There's that hazard warning sign on every single door. On the man doors to get into the building. And they all have a ton of air conditioning units surrounding it.
The Michigan State Capitol has become the mecca for the mitten pot industry. 100%. They got to be some happy, hungry, munchy, fucking hairy women over there.
Fucking horrible drivers is what you got.
Yeah, you're right. I bet
Before
you're
they
right.
have the THC.
Dude, it's got to be extra bad now.
But,
Yuck.
you know, those same people say weed's not addictive. How do you feel about that, considering your relation to someone who could be said as addicted? Is it addictive?
I do believe it is. I do believe it's very
Can
addictive.
they quit whenever
Really?
they want?
I've never done it, so I don't know.
I do believe they're addicted to the results that they have. Not necessarily the contents
Product.
of the product, but the results they have of the product. the way they feel with the product.
Anyways, but like I smoke cigars once in a while.
Yep.
Nicotine is technically addictive. I'm not addicted to the nicotine. I just like the relaxation. It's almost the meditation of smoking a cigar while doing something else.
The sensation of it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the nicotine, but the sensation of it.
I've had to stop because the nicotine was coming in a little heavier than I was expecting.
I believe that nicotine is an addictive drug.
Nicotine is,
yeah.
very much so.
But I also
So is
think the
caffeine.
oral fixation part of it is another part of it.
It's just like you always chewing on straws.
That's why I say it. I'm horrible. Like, yes, I'm horrible.
I know what it's like. Being a smoker and watching you chew on straws, I know what it's like.
Well,
I
what
don't
was it?
swallow.
In
You swallow, just not straw.
as soon as that fucking started coming out, I'm like, ah.
in Fast and Furious 3, Han was always eating stuff,
Yep.
trying to quit smoking.
Oh yeah.
Gotta satiate the oral fixation.
Oh, yeah.
I chew a lot of gum.
And they bring it up.
fucking
You're
tentacle.
always eating. Are you ever not eating? No.
Yeah,
That's why people, when they quit smoking, they get fat.
The last time I quit smoking in 2006 to 2008. I gained 30 pounds.
So what I've seen, some people have done this, is they switch from cigarettes to vape. That way they keep the nicotine and the oral fixation, and then they can taper off their nicotine content, taper it down, so that way they get rid of the addictive chemical and keep the oral fixation going. Then they can work on diminishing the oral fixation. But like, we used to work with a guy who went to work for that trucking logistics company on 36th Street. Rob.
Oh yeah. Okay.
When he wanted to quit dip, he switched to sunflower seeds because he still had that lump in your lip and you were still spitting.
Yep.
But it was a lot healthier. You got rid of the nicotine.
The salt, the amount of salt that's in that shit, is probably just as bad for your fucking gums.
But either way, it's trying to get off of one thing by using something that's marginally better. Sound out the big words.
I'm just looking and going, oh, that's a good one. No, that's not very good. Okay. What's the one thing you most want to achieve before you die? Now, actually, give me a legit answer. What's the one thing? One answer. What's the one thing you want to achieve before you die? Dead side collection.
TDC.
You? Really?
Number one.
Did you sign up?
No, not this year. I thought about it, and then, the sign-up sheet came out, and then I had a day straight where I couldn't hit the fucking broadside of a barn. I'm like, well, never mind.
It's all a mind game.
As soon as that sign-up sheet went away, fucking nailing Doc says, you motherfucker.
It's a mind game, and you have to go in there with a certain level of confidence. Once I got rid of the fucking mind game part of it and went in with confidence, it's no brainer. It's a confidence and I don't give a fuck how I do. I'm gonna go have fun anyway.
Well, boss has already learned I can back a trailer. I had to jackknife it around the back of the front of the building where I work. And he was standing in his window like, you can't make it. Motherfucker, I drive truck for a living. I'm pretty sure I can make it.
That's when you get out of the cab, when you get it on the first try and go, oh, ace. Fuck you.
No, he met me at the door. He's like, I didn't think you were going to make it. I was like, dude, all this time I've been driving, and you don't trust that I can make it. Come on.
Haven't you heard? I'm the fucking man.
I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
That's what you should put on.
Play that on the truck.
Put on the PA on the phone.
I have that Bluetooth to the truck stereo so I can blast it in the truck.
Saved in my playlist. So.
One thing I want to, the number one thing I want to achieve is be filthy fucking rich. Like
So
Biggest lottery of a lifetime ever. Filthy rich.
So when your dad kicks the bucket.
No. But I don't think it'll ever happen.
But again, if you're asking what you want to achieve versus high expectations that maybe, just maybe, is unapproachable.
I want to be filthy rich by means of smart moves on my part, which is, I think, achievable.
But you got to change a lot of things in your life.
I have too many hobbies. I have...
What is it Dave Ramsey says? Like, if you spend your life chasing after cars, you'll never be rich.
I agree with Dave to a point. Dave's all about getting out of debt. However, some of the richest men in the world started with a little bit of debt. So, he did. Fuck, what are you talking about? Anyway.
Well, some of his advice made sense in the past. Like buying a car with cash. Well, you get better deals if you buy it with credit. Okay, so dealerships are more likely to offer you discounts, heavier discounts, if you buy it using their financing because they get a slice of the percentage.
They get kickbacks of it.
However, a percentage of the APR, they mark it up by a couple percent, so they get a cut off the top. However, if you go in and don't talk about it at all, like dodge the issue, or make it sound
let them
like
do all the groundwork for fucking financing.
make it sound like you're going to use their financing, get the best deal you can, and then bring out your own, then they've already made the offer, or I guess approved the offer for a heavily discounted rate for their financing, but you're like, no, I want to use mine.
I like the number, but I'm going to use my bank.
Or what other people have done is let the financing go through at their institution and then bring up the loan on their own institution, pay off the other one, and then it's at their institution and they got the lower rate. And then the dealership's not getting their APR cut anymore because you just
When I bought my
moved it
black
out.
truck, I got a better rate through the dealership than I did at my own bank, so it worked out.
I mean, balance the numbers. But some people have said if you'll get a better rate through there. You'll get a better deal on the vehicle through there.
We're definitely getting off of this one, but I agree with you. Shop around, get the best fucking rate, and go with that. Don't be fucking loyal, because the bank doesn't give a shit. What's the one thing you most want to achieve before you die?
Fix one.
I want to be so
side.
fucking rich that my kids don't have to worry. I hope they have a work ethic, but I don't. Yeah, anyway.
Okay, hold on. To address that, the bakery near where you work,
Yeah.
it was built up from the ground by a generation. They handed it down to the next generation. What are the kids that? Yeah, they used it as a piggy bank, and it is fading.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think. Yeah, you're right. It's
Being filthy rich so your kids can live a good life sounds good in theory. However, typically when that happens in the real world, the kids don't have any real value for money and they squander it and piss it all away. So you're better off leaving them a little bit, not a ton.
I'm going to change my answer after Trigger gives his.
I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
I want to achieve absolute success with this little podcast because it is a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
I want to be so fucking successful with it.
So sucking.
I want to be Joe Rogan successful with this. I don't think it'll ever happen,
Dude,
but it would be
no,
cool.
Hold on. Joe Rogan sits for like 3 hours at a time. No, neither one of us can spend 3 hours sitting down.
We have. We used to
No.
do 3 hours a night.
No, we pause it so we can go pee and stretch our legs.
I think
because
he does
all of
too.
us-
He's gotta. I think they gotta stitch something in there, dude.
Either way, fuck, 3 hours, and a lot of that's,
I can do it.
dude, my knee is
I'm
aching.
gonna need a little
just
more
sitting
cush on my ass. 'Cause I got such a bony ass,
To
but
be honest, I want to be the greatest I can be. That's what I want. Whether it be as a mechanic, whether it be as a parent, whether it be as a financial person, child.
Number one customer for Snap-on.
Winner!
I want to be the best version of myself.
I want to be the number one customer for Snap-on Val.
Do I have expectations? Could I say I want to be the richest man in the world? Yeah, I could say that. Do I want to travel to every country in the world is what I want? I could say that. Is that feasible?
That should be your achieve. That can be your achieve.
No.
Okay, richest man in the world.
It's the one thing you most want to achieve, not feasible.
Not be willed. So, like, richest man in the world. Sounds great in theory. But you're going to have so many people coming out of the woodworks. Hey, I'm your long-lost cousin.
I wouldn't worry about that.
My dent side broke down, and I really need some help with it. He's going to cave in no time.
Make it rain.
I guess if we're talking not feasible, I either want to be filthy rich or I want to be the greatest semi-truck mechanic that ever lived.
Ooh. Maybe you'll get rich.
Good to have
Exactly. What is the criteria? It's something that I can say that sure as fuck for me is never going to be a reality.
Maybe you can invent a tool that makes part of your job easier.
I've been training an apprentice. It ain't working.
Yeah. What do you know? He's a tool.
Not making his life easier, though.
He's a plumber's tool in a mechanic's freaking environment.
Yeah, he's definitely a fucking ratchet. Yeah, man. I think I want to achieve fuck you money. I want to achieve fuck you money.
Hold on. As a step towards that Colin McGregor fuck you suit.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that'd be great to have in the closet.
That's a lot of fuck yous on.
Looked like
yous.
pinstriping.
I've seen it.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know. I skipped one. There's only one left on this page. No, it's your turn. You got anything?
Oh, I haven't been looking. Oh, goodness. Have the power to do whatever you want without getting in trouble, or be able to change the probability of any outcome. Which means you can get filthy rich on betting with the second option, or do whatever you want without getting in trouble, like rob a bank to get filthy rich. Or
both of those are
That's
super.
both
yeah,
good
dude.
because
Actually,
there's a couple
that's a good
things.
hold on. Have the power to do whatever you want without getting in trouble. So get into Congress.
No.
Or be able to change the probability of any outcome, which is get into Congress. Yeah. So basically, you can say get into Congress, and that's either option.
Speaking of AOC, Kentucky Derby's coming up.
Actually, I was talking about your girl Pelosi. All the insider trading.
Bitch. That fucking bitch, dude. I'd love to see her
I don't
suck
know. That question makes me think of the Purge.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, hold on. You could use it to get filthy rich, though. Rob a bank,
I would.
not get in trouble. Or change the outcome. Change the probability of any outcome. So, you could skew the outcome. Say you put money on Google, put $1,000 on it, and it jumps 100%.
So change the outcome. I could guess all the numbers for the Mega Millions every week.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could be filthy rich.
I could have changed the 2020 election.
Why? So Hillary would win?
Pretty sure they would have cheated anyway.
Not getting in trouble. I could have changed the 2020 election.
Pretty sure you
and then
did.
Everybody would be happy.
I think he did. That explains that jump in 4,000 votes in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
I thought it was 252,000.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Ty, change the not get in trouble or change the probability?
Not get in trouble. I think that has more immediate
Benefits.
right? With the whole robbing the banks, well, I don't know. They're both winners. That particular question, they're both winners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both Congress.
Both have their good points in there.
I mean, no matter what, you're a government worker.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather get stuck with the needle each time you lie, or get skinnier each time you tell the truth?
Get skinnier.
Which means at a point, you got to start lying before you become emaciated.
Okay.
I mean, you're full of shit anyways.
Is it a clean needle?
Nope, AIDS.
No, it could be.
Yeah.
No, it's clean needle.
Clean needle?
Every time you lie, you get stuck with a needle.
I get stuck with a needle every time I lie.
I want to lose weight every time I tell the truth. That's for me. That's a no-brainer.
So you tell the truth so little.
I would love to be skinny. That chocolate cake doesn't taste nearly as good as skinny feels.
I mean, if you lost weight every time you told the truth, you could eat whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yeah. I got nothing to hide.
Well,
Not anymore.
if you keep telling the truth on that second option, you'll be emaciated, and there will be not much of
I would
you to
figure
hide.
out some lies to get around that.
No, boss, I wasn't laying in the hammock.
Yeah, my Corvette's the greatest car ever made. The fatter he gets.
Fuck, I just died from skinny.
A 305 is the great engine. It's fatter.
You know, I'm really disappointed how bitter you are about 3 cubes.
I'm not bitter about it. You're the one that always brings it up.
No shit.
did.
Me, I
today.
don't give two shits.
You brought it up today.
Today, out of the last year and a half worth of podcasts that you've brought it up, I brought it up today.
Getting real defensive over there.
Yeah,
So,
it's pretty rough, man.
You brought it up
Wow.
77 different freaking weeks. I bring it up once.
Getting very defensive.
Wow, that's pretty harsh, isn't it? Are you okay? Are your feelings hurt?
I'm a little hurt.
They should be owning a 305.
No replacement for displacement.
Yeah.
We've already discussed it.
That's what you hot routers keep saying, right?
Yeah. 632 is better than 305.
Yeah.
305 is better than 302.
454 is better than 305.
460 is better than 302.
God damn.
You started it.
Oh.
This one's going to be, and you guys can tell me to fuck off.
Fuck off.
What's the stupidest thing you've done because someone dared you? I don't even remember. Right. I don't remember any of mine. I don't. Legitimate. Nothing? We skip it. What's your biggest what's your biggest kitchen fails? I actually have one for this. I'm sure you guys do too because you're both
Kitchen people.
yeah.
That's a way to say woman.
Man, there's such a wide array of that. What's my biggest kitchen
Biggest
fail?
kitchen fail.
Ooh, I was making a loaded potato soup, and it's got dairy products in it.
Is that your first beer?
This is my second of the night. And, yeah, I'm
Yeah, it's
probably
my
gonna,
second too, but
I'm probably just going to limit it to the 2 beers tonight.
My biggest kitchen fail was
Bullshit.
putting concrete countertops in my kitchen.
people think that's the shit. They have no idea, do they?
No,
It sucks. Everybody I know that's done it,
I hate
there's
it.
very few people that actually enjoy those things.
I like the way they look, but I hate the fact that mine cracked. I hate the finish that's on them. The fucking finish is chipping all the time. So when I wipe the countertops off, I get blotches where the concrete's got wet, where the finish, the sealant has chipped off. I don't like it.
So my sister had them at that great big house down the road. There's a reason she didn't put them in this house. Because they're a fucking pain in the ass train wreck. So
So I was making that loaded potato soup, had dairy in it. The heat was too high because for some reason my burner sucks at simmer. And it got too hot for too long and it spoiled. Like curdled
Curdled the milk.
in a giant stock pot.
it
It
it turned time into just an idea. Okay.
But so talking about countertops, when my mom had her kitchen done, she put Corian countertops in, white, and
Talk about money.
well, what she wanted was a countertop that like stone, but wasn't porous like quartz or anything like that, and is heat resistant. And Corian fit the bill, and it's white, so it reflects light, which helps illuminate the kitchen a little bit better.
I was going to do granite, but it was $22,000 for granite in my
Holy
kitchen.
shit!
Yep.
I mean, you got a huge
Two.
fucking kitchen, but not that.
Too low a cost for you.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
I did my
Can you
concrete
beat me up a little
countertop.
harder?
My concrete
Spank me in the
countertops were
spit?
$2,000 to put. Or do.
Did
I was
you
buying all
pour
the
in
forms.
place or
Yes.
pour in place?
Yep.
My biggest kitchen fail was the pizza I made when Hendrix was over working on his fucking car.
It was in there for 4.5 hours.
Dude, yeah, that thing turned out to be blacker than my fridge.
My other kitchen fail is picking the brand of appliances I have.
Oh, right there with you. Kenmore is a huge piece of shit.
GE's a huge piece of shit.
Are you sure?
Depends on the line, I think.
I've already had to replace my microwave. I've had to have freaking come out and reprogram my dishwasher because after so long,
What's wrong with your wife?
the software went out of date. So-
Wait, hold on. Software went out of date, so they had to reprogram your dishwasher?
Yep.
Jesus
How do you,
fucking
is
Christ.
it Wi-Fi?
No. Nope.
So you couldn't update it? Are you kidding me?
They had to come out. It cost me $145 for them to plug their computer in and update the software in the freaking dishwasher.
Next time it outdates, guess what?
New appliance. Get
It's
rid
gonna
of
cost- it's
all.
gonna cost you more because of
Dishwasher's
inflation.
$750.
Biden inflation, they call that.
Then they've had to come out and fix my refrigerator because the fan went out of it. Well, now I think my freaking freezer part of the refrigerator's on the fritz.
What brand did you get?
GE.
Gee.
All matching GE appliances. I've already had to replace the microwave because it blew the breaker if you pulled the handle and opened the door while it was running.
That's crazy because I deal with a distributor that hauls them for all of them. Home Depot, Lowe's, Garrett's.
Most of them is just a
All of
decal on it that's freaking different.
Guy, they haul them and they deliver them, they replace them, they do whatever for these
same
people.
child labor.
And I'm like, all right, what's the best brand out there? And he goes, that's a loaded question.
Yep.
I get it a lot. And I'm like, okay, you're right. I get it. He goes, but at the moment, about the same time you bought those things, he goes, at the moment, GE is the best. He goes, we get nothing coming back.
I've had nothing but problems with
LG,
mine.
he says, Kenmore, Whirlpool, all that Samsung, LG, all these other fucking brands. He goes, everything comes back, and they're all. He goes, LG. He goes, LG. He goes, LGs are catching on fire. Everything they got, they're just imploding. And I'm like, holy shit.
See, my GE dishwasher has a door vent to vent the steam out of it going down. Well, if you shut the door and you don't push on both sides of the door when you shut it, that door is just flimsy enough, it tweaks, and the vent that's threaded into it pops out, lands in there, so now water that's spraying up leaks down the front of the door. I spent $7,800 on my appliances for my kitchen. Dishwasher, microwave, stove, refrigerator, all matching.
I will
Anyway, sorry. I
put
got
that down as a
sidetracked.
kitchen fail. that's a massive kitchen fail.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? How we doing?
We're at about an hour. I gave up on the thing.
I think my next one we've all done.
Oh, would you rather live alone on a secluded island, Epstein, or live in an overpopulated city?
Alone.
Alone.
Yeah. I don't know why that's a
I
difficult
would live
question.
alone without a problem in the world.
Well, I believe that there's a huge group of people out there that would want an overpopulated city.
60% of the people that clicked said overpopulated city.
No.
That's a mm-mm.
I
Nope.
see these subdivisions where the houses have spitting distance between them, and all I can think is I'd lose my shit. Because if your neighbor wants to stay up late in the night, listen to loud music, you're listening to loud music late
Or
in
their
the night.
fucking dog is barking.
To
Or
say, I forget who it was a couple weeks ago. I was talking to somebody, and where he used to live or where he lived growing up, he could literally open up the freaking window in the kitchen or above the kitchen sink, tap on the window of his neighbor's house for the kitchen. They'd open that, and they could pass ingredients back and forth if somebody didn't have something. Arm's reach.
hey, what's going on? Oh, the old lady fucking pissed me off again. Right.
Anyway, no, I would live on a secluded island.
I mean, between my best friends, I got one that lives a mile away, and that's about perfect because if he needs something, I can go down there, vice versa.
It's close enough to be able to help out at the drop of a hat, but it's far enough away, I don't have to see you fuckers.
Yeah. If I want to watch TV in my undies, my fundies, whatever, I don't have
Fuck,
to
I'd do that if I know you're coming over anyway, because I don't give two shits.
But
Whatever. I didn't put pants on until I decided to come here tonight. I walked out of my underwear.
that's what his wife was doing.
What do you
Probably.
got? We're going
What?
to keep going a little better.
We can.
A little more.
Would you rather it be always summer or always winter?
Always
Summer.
summer.
That's that dude. Come on.
I hate
I
the
know.
cold. The cold sucks.
Dude,
Stupid.
that was 52 to 48. The odds
Really?
on that one, yeah.
These fucking snowmobile people. I can't believe them.
Would you rather live stream your entire life for everyone to see, or anyone around you can hear your thoughts for the rest of your life? Would you rather
My life is almost live streamed now.
Because you do it. Would you rather live stream, show everybody in the world what you're doing, or anyone around you can hear your thoughts?
Live stream my life, because if people heard my
Right.
thoughts, I would probably be in a
Cancel.
padded room. I would probably be in a padded room if people heard my thoughts.
I feel like if people watch the live stream of Ty, they're going to fall asleep with how slow he drives to work.
Next thing they know, they're about slamming on the fucking brakes.
Let's see. What else comes up? Would you rather drink a shot of hot sauce or drink a shot of soy sauce?
Hot sauce.
Wow.
I don't even know what the
A
fuck
regular
soy sauce
3-ounce
really is.
shot.
Ounce and a half.
Oh shit.
Ounce and a half. Hot
How
sauce
hot
or
a
soy?
hot sauce we speak?
We'll do a generic Tabasco.
Yeah, I don't want fucking like
Then I'd
The
take
devil's
the hot sauce, or
asshole,
the hot sauce,
the ring
versus
of
the soy
fire.
sauce. Soy sauce is nasty.
that's what I wondered. I can smell it.
Speaking
In my
of,
mind, I can smell it, and it's horrible.
we need to do a special, probably down at the pit with something I ordered that we'll talk about. Not on here.
There's another thing we got to talk about not on here too. So
Yeah.
Oh boy, this ought to be fucked.
Well, Ty, we talked about what we need to do at the pit.
Yeah, it's. I want to set it up, but I mean, it's kind of a crazy year for me. We can do whatever we want, but next weekend is Carter's thing, and I don't know what that entails. I don't know, man. I got to fix Gavin's car.
what's next weekend?
Something for Carter.
Okay.
Would you rather be not cool but smart or cool but dumb?
Not smart and intelligent.
You said not smart and intelligent.
Not cool.
Or not
and
cool.
intelligent.
Yeah. See? I already made my answer.
Fucking
Fucking dumb.
I'm already not cool. and
Okay,
intelligent,
I will
so
admit
I'll
that
take
rum,
one.
that
I'll
last one I
continue my
made was
life.
fucking stiff. I'm already
I'll
slurring my
continue
words.
my life. Not cool, but intelligent.
I don't know how you beat me to it.
Because it's happened so much. Wow, 78-22 for that one.
What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you in school/life? Mine was one of both. School/life was when I got locked into fucking Hastings High School. But we talked about that before. You guys know it.
It's funny.
It is funny.
My most embarrassing moment happened in Hastings also.
That was probably your scariest moment, too.
Yeah.
What about you?
I can't think of anything. Oh,
Really?
maybe that Cedar Point fiasco.
When you've
His funniest moment.
when
most
you were
embarrassing-
banging that chick and just decided
Somebody called saying she was pregnant.
No, texted
Oh, texted. Okay.
that she might be, and I texted back
cool, bro, cool story, bro.
while still working away at what I had going on.
on. Well, here's another one that might be also.
I'm working on a second.
Next question.
Well,
But-
she went to the office and told everybody. So that's
Fucking A, dude.
hold on.
All right.
Would you rather have all your dreams granted but have a 10% chance of instant death, or be forever cursed with very mild inconveniences?
10% instant death. First one.
All your dreams, but 10% chance.
10% chance at any given moment. I mean, now pretty soon you're up to 100%. But 10% stretched out, I'm going with the first one.
Well, I mean, any wish you want granted. I wish I had $1 trillion.
Poof.
You only take the 10% chance and you can go do whatever the fuck you want because $1 trillion?
I say that, and now I'm thinking about my history of luck. I'm fucked.
I'm thinking about the minor inconvenience one because my life is full of minor inconveniences. So it'll just be like living life now.
That came with a wedding ring.
Wow, that was a major inconvenience. Ooh. Would you rather be the funniest person alive or the most attractive person alive? Yeah.
I think more doors open for the most
Funny.
attractive. I'm gonna go with the most
But then
attractive.
he'd be transgender.
No, I'm gonna be the most attractive.
The most attractive is the woman.
Yeah, you could transition, become Woman of the Year.
Most attractive for me.
Or
That's my answer.
education secretary or secretary of
There you
education or
go.
whatever it is. You
I
could
thought it was the
become
health secretary.
Maybe it is. I thought.
Is that the fat
Yeah.
fucking woman with the toes?
Yeah.
All right.
The fat man, yeah. Or,
What do you got? Dead sexy or what was the other one?
shit.
I don't fucking remember already.
Funniest person or sexiest person?
Oh.
Funniest person.
Funniest person?
Yeah.
But you look like
Yeah, but with
Groot?
with your Eeyore personality.
thanks for noticing me.
You forget. I'm the jester.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Only in her mind.
To her, hers is the only one that counts.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, all the voices in there agree with her, though.
Yeah.
God.
All 17 different personalities.
Oh God. Oh.
Most people said attractive.
Man, I feel like I dodged a bullet.
Oh, goodness.
Let me do one.
This thing is slow. Oh, would you rather be stranded in North Korea for 50 years or spend 50 years of jail in Russia?
Say that again.
Would you rather be stranded in North Korea for 50 years or spend 50 years of jail in Russia.
I'm going to say,
North Korea.
wow.
I'm going to say North Korea.
I'm going to say stranded.
Because it's cold in freaking Russia.
It's cold, and you saw what they did to those terrorists before they even got to trial.
Yep.
But you're stranded. Are you alone?
Well, you're in North
you're
Korea.
stranded.
They're going to find you.
No, they're stranded.
They're going to send you
It's
to
a
hard
lifetime of
labor.
strandedness.
Stranded in North Korea, which means you can't get out, which means you're a prisoner to North Korea and the dictator that doesn't shit, according to himself.
That's right. I forgot. I still think the.
If the dictator doesn't shit, does that mean he's full of shit or not?
He is. What's his name?
Kim Jong-il.
Jong Dong or something.
I think we're up to Kim Jong-il.
Fuck, who knows anymore?
Over there, Kim Jong is the family name, and I guess Il is the person name. It's fucking weird.
I actually don't have an answer for that one because I don't even fucking know.
Well, the Gulag or North Korea. Either way, you're starving to death.
My next one is loaded because I don't think there's anything I haven't. What is the one thing you refuse to share? Share meaning stories? Share meaning something about you? Or share meaning, okay, I'm not sharing my popcorn with you. I'm not sharing my fucking captain with you.
Either. Sharing is sharing.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. What do you refuse to care about?
Plenty. Wow. What is the one thing you refuse to share? My old lady, my kids, my family.
You share your family with us.
Yeah.
You let us freaking
to an extent.
enjoy their company.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I refuse to share. Okay, you first then.
I don't know.
I refuse to share horsepower with you because I'm afraid of what you'd do with any. Boom! Car show season's coming. I gotta start somewhere, man.
I refuse to share my good looks with either one of you two.
Good, you don't have any to spare. I refuse to share my 3 cubes with you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. It spews out the tailpipe in black oil.
No, the black oil comes out from somewhere on the engine.
That's fucking sweating horsepower.
It sweats a lot like I do.
There is a hell of a lot more cubes there.
No, that oil coming out is the diarrhea it has when it sees my Mustang.
Yeah, okay. Any diarrhea that comes out when it sees a Mustang is fuck, I'm gonna get hit.
He ain't worried about your oil spilling. He's in front of you.
Maybe that's why all the Mustang keeps spinning out. The Camaro drove way first.
Oh, while the Mustang's crowd surfing. I don't know if that's super funny or if I'm just getting fucked up. Maybe a little bit both.
He looks a little butthurt, so maybe it's just funny.
I'm not butthurt.
Oh. Ooh, here's a thinker.
Okay.
Moody and I might be a little too buzzed for this one. If you could make a rule for a day and everyone had to follow, what would it be? If you could make a rule for a day, everyone had to follow.
I'm not too buzzed for this because this is only my second beer. But for a day, just don't talk fucking politics.
Ooh, that's a tough one, man.
Can we
right
have
now,
a fucking day where we
4
don't
years
talk
ago?
about...
No problem.
Can we have a day where we just don't fucking talk about it. Can we just go back to being normal Americans for a day?
Mine's usually Sunday because I don't see you guys or anybody else. I just see family and we don't talk about politics. I don't know, maybe because the kids are getting pretty. They're older. They're learning. They're getting their own minds to them. They're following our footsteps because we're the parents. And as children do, they tend to follow the parents' footsteps, like we were talking earlier. The Gen Zs, the Alphas, the Millennials are in the middle because they don't know any better. So the kids sometimes bring that shit up. They usually have better jokes than I do. So,
well, that's not difficult. Your jokes kind of suck.
I'm funny.
No, you're not the funniest man.
Okay.
For me, I know how it was stated, but I'm going to take it a little bit extra. Is it said one day, right?
Yeah, one day.
So we're going to go with Tits Out Tuesday. That's one day a week.
Like a Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
I want topless Tuesdays. Everybody topless every Tuesday, all day. It's not Tuesday, buddy.
I'll make sure this
No, but
uploads
he's
on
got
Tuesday.
great tatas.
I know.
I will make
I've
sure
seen
this
them.
uploads on Tuesday. I will whip my shirt off now.
But I'm just saying.
So, okay, you? Nothing?
What was the question?
No, I don't remember.
If you could pick one day, or if you could pick one thing.
Yeah. No
One rule.
fucking politics for a day.
Yeah, you did that one. One more, and then we're going to call it a night. Yeah? I want to pick a good one, though, right?
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done? This is the last one, and we're calling it a night. Craziest thing you've ever done. Make it funny. Make it entertaining. I'll go, since there's a lot of dead air here. Mine's probably doing sport riding. Craziest thing I've ever done? Sport riding motorcycle at high speeds. Because they don't call them death rockets for nothing, man. So,
Craziest thing.
craziest thing, I got one for you. Might not be yours, but I got one for you. Mine's going to be the wild motorcycle riding because I used to, prior to kids, I gave a lot less shits, right? Everybody does. I was always on one tire. On a quad, it's super easy. I can be on two tires, no problem, all day long. On a motorcycle, it's a little more difficult. I don't ride like I used to. What do you got? What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Ooh, this isn't probably the craziest thing I've ever done, but it's pretty fucking ballsy. My clapped out 2000 F350 with a 7.3 did 90 miles or 100 miles an hour on that. Found out the tire's speed rating is 106.
Then you're good.
Yeah, I got 6 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. That big ass fucking truck doing 100 down the interstate. Oh.
I
did 180 on my R1,
Yeah,
and that's
okay.
up there.
But
That's fucking screaming.
But that's built for the speed. That block of a
Not on a
pickup,
back road that ended in a T.
that block of a pickup is not supposed to go past 70.
I have a couple different ones.
Touche. Yeah. Craziest thing.
A lot of them have to do with speed. Most of them in vehicles. Triple digits in a semi.
I've never done that.
You're looking
I'd
at
love to.
You're looking at the kilometer scale is the problem. 60 miles an hour.
Like what, 110?
95 mile an hour pulling my fifth wheel down the road. With my kids in the truck.
Holy shit. With a fifth wheel?
Yep.
Plumes of white
across
smoke.
55 up in Cadillac or between Cadillac and Manistee.
Yeah.
I had my truck over 100 or over 95.
I think I've seen you do crazier things myself by yourself.
crazy things, launching my spring ride dent side pickup in a freaking mud hole.
Just going fast in a dent side's pretty crazy. They don't do that.
Going more than 35 at a downside.
Other than that, bridge jumping into a river.
Oh.
Easy there, Bo.
Just like
Um,
oh shit.
I didn't hear what you said, so.
He said, "Easy there, Bo."
Let's see.
Sorry.
Mid-teenage years, experimenting with making explosive devices.
Been there, done that.
Like what?
Used to fill like cardboard tubes, the freaking paper towel tubes,
Yeah.
with raw gunpowder and 22 shells, and light them off.
22 shells,
Live 22 rounds.
but they wouldn't go off. They just
They can cook off and it'll make a pop, but because there's nothing to stop the casing, they'll just separate.
yeah, both ways.
Yeah.
But again, I was
Yeah.
early teens when I was doing that. I didn't know any better.
I
How
mean,
much
who-
of that should have went wrong?
I mean, how many works? We called them works bombs when I was a kid.
Did that. Sent one of my friends to the hospital and opened it up. Went like that, and he inhaled it. Burned his lungs.
Oh damn!
I used to sit down in a gravel pit with Dad's 20 gauge rounds, set them on a freaking rock, and smash them with another rock to see if they go off. Mind you, I'm standing right next to it. Younger, I got ran over by a hay wagon because we were trying to climb from the hay wagon itself and walk the balance beam of the tongue up to the truck while my dad's hauling it down the road.
That might be
I
up
ended
there.
up, catching my shorts on a nail sticking up from it, and swung me under and ran over with the whole hay wagon. The wheels went right over my stomach. I was 7, 6.
It explains some things.
Did it run over your head too?
Not your skinny belly. That's not
100,
bad.
100 plus mile an hour down a dirt road.
Yeah, we've all done
I
that.
did that in a clapped out Ranger.
Yep.
I did it and clapped out S10.
Cutlass or something. I don't. Who knows?
Launched Mount Hope Hills in a 79 Malibu station wagon at over 100 mile an hour.
But what's the number one?
I don't even know. Again, most of the shit that I've done has been speed related.
So
You sure it wouldn't be
I don't.
going down to Hastings for a piece?
That's up there.
That ain't the craziest thing I ever did. That's the
Craziest thing that ever happened.
Somebody's ever done to him.
You guys can correct me all you want. Go for it.
We
The
will.
the more rural we live, the crazier things we've done.
Yeah.
Some of these guys that live in Colorado or wherever that have nothing for fucking 200 miles from them, they probably done some crazy shit. We live out here, what, a half hour away from a major city? Not a major city, but a mediocre city.
Medium city, yeah.
Yeah. And we do some pretty crazy shit.
Well, I saw a video a couple years ago from New York City where they had a big snowstorm, shut down the entire city, and they were driving a Jeep around, towing a guy on a snowboard, snowboarding through the city. And I watched it with some rural thinking in
Background.
tow,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, man, snowmobiles would be a lot cooler.
Done it with quads. Done it with lots of
They
stuff.
say
Go
we did it.
New York City, like the city itself, go ripping down the streets on a snowmobile.
We did it in college on a Lima snowstorm. We hooked a S10 bedliner to the back of a 1-ton Dodge Dually Cummins 4-wheel drive, and we had, I think, 6 or 8 of us in that bedliner. He was towing us around the reservoirs out there, and also did Reservoir Hill climbs. Cops pulled up with that one. They're like, "What are you guys doing?" Just sitting here shooting the shit. And, oh, okay. Well, we heard somebody was out here trying to climb the reservoirs with a truck. Nope, wasn't us. Although he sees the mud on our trucks and he sees the mud that we spun out on the roads.
Not it. Not it, buddy.
Nope.
Oh. All right. Craziest things are over. Let's call it and get the hell out of here.
So here's to those who wish us well.
All the rest can go to hell.
See you guys.
All right.